What's good, fellas? Welcome to this presentation, and the topic is how to attract high caliber women and make more money. All right, so I'm going to talk about the kind of man that you must become if you want to attract your ideal women. When I say high caliber women, I mean women that you find physically attractive, but also the kind of women that you vibe with, right? So basically, like the women who match your energy, but are also, you find them physically attractive. That's important too, right? So how do you attract those kind of women, and how do you make more money? Because as a man, you want to make money, right? Like you want to be able to handle, your bills and all of that, but also have some extra money to do the things you love to do, whatever, right? So understand that women, high caliber women, so like quality women, we understand, okay, some women are looking for looks, some women are looking for status, some women are looking for money, right? But what is that core thing that any man can work on that women are looking for? It's your character, right? When I talk about becoming grounded in your masculinity, another way to put that is to become a strong character, is to develop a strong character, is to become a powerful being. What is a strong character? What is a powerful character? Women, women, people say, okay, they go for assholes, they go for jerks, they go for, right, like bad boys, right? Why do they go for those kind of men? Because those men, they can't control those men. Those men have character. Those men have strong character. Those men have strong will. Those men are grounded in their masculinity. The woman doesn't want the nice guy because the nice guy is doing shit to please her. He's doing shit to get her acceptance. He's doing shit to make her happy, right? And he'll fuck up his own happiness to make her happy. You see what I'm saying? He'll compromise his character to make her happy. And a woman, she doesn't like that. Like, because what happens is she feels an emotion that signals to her that this man is weak. And weakness is a turnoff to women. Women are not attracted to weakness. Right? Women actually, they attack weakness. When they find weakness in you, they attack it. Get around women and you'll see this. Right? They will find your weakness and they will attack it. And they will try to, and they will deem you as weak if you demonstrate weakness. Right? So you want to work on your character. You want to look at character traits that will make you powerful as a man, right? Some of these character traits include discipline. You want to be a man of discipline. You want to be a man who's consistent in his efforts. A man who, when he says something, he does it. And he does it consistently. And he doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions. He knows his intention. He knows his purpose. He knows his goals. And he stays consistent in his actions. Discipline. You want to have discipline. You want to be courageous. You want to be the type of man that can face fear and still do what he needs to do. The kind of man that can walk through tension. A kind of man that can handle pain. A kind of man that can walk into the darkness, walk into the unknown, and stay firm and stay calm. And even if he's not able to stay firm and stay calm, he'll still do it. Because that's what courage is. Courage is doing it even when you're experiencing fear. Courage, if you're not experiencing fear and you're going to do something, that's not courage. That's just you doing some shit. It's when you are afraid, when you feel like you feel like the obstacle is very difficult, right? Or whatever is going on is it's outside your comfort zone. It's not something you're used to or something you're comfortable with. But when you have those situations and you still take action and you still move forward, that's courage. Right? You want to have these qualities: discipline, courage. What's another one? Integrity. What do you stand for? What are your values? Like, what kind of man are you? Do you have a backbone, or do you just break as soon as a woman says a woman challenges you? Shit test. How do you pass shit tests? By having a strong character, by being powerful, by knowing your values, knowing your beliefs, knowing your principles, knowing what you stand for, knowing your code, and not breaking. I have this theory that the reason God, the universe, whoever created women, the reason he made them so attractive, made them beautiful, gave them curves and all this shit, is so that we as men would see past their flaws, because women have flaws. Women have insecurities. They literally bring problems to your life. Like we just have to be real. When you get with a woman, you're basically taking on extra problems in your life. And so I have this theory, that's why, God, universe made them beautiful, is so that we'd be willing to put up with them. Because if you don't find a woman physically attractive, and then on top of that she has baggage and problems and shit like that, you're not gonna pay her no mind. But if she's beautiful, if you find her attractive, then you'll actually give the time of day. So that's why I have that theory. I don't know if it's facts, but it makes a lot of sense to me. But the point is, these women, they're looking for men of character, right? It's the man who has character, the man who knows who he is, right? And he won't break for a woman. When he goes face to face with a woman and her beauty, and because her beauty can get you, it can make you want to kind of like submit to her. Like there's like this weird thing that happens when you see a beautiful woman. It's like you want to do whatever or say whatever to get her, but that's actually gonna turn her off, because you're showing that you're reactive to her. You're showing that you're powerless against her. And that's a turn off to her, because you're no longer a challenge. Like, she already got you. If all she has to do is just show up and all of a sudden you submit right away, there's no challenge for her. There's nothing for her to want to be like, oh yeah, he's so amazing, this and that. It's like, we already have him, right? And you have to remember, it's like every woman that you find attractive, she has suitors. There's other men that are going for that woman. So you have to ask yourself, how can I stand out? Because it is a competition. You're up against those other men. So it's like, how can I, stand out? How can I, may the better man win? How can I be the better man? How can I demonstrate that so she understands I'm the better man? Right? But not better man as in nicer man, good, better manners or whatever. No, it's not about that. She's going for the man who has the highest survival value. What do I mean by that? The man who, if she aligns with him, her quality of life gets better, it increases, it improves, right? Her survival in life increases and improves. Her quality, she has to get with you and her life get better, period. And this has to be in comparison to the other men. You have to be able to do it better than them, but in the way that she wants it, right? Because one woman may, for her, what makes her life better, maybe she just wants to experience more joy. She wants to experience more happiness, more positivity. And so if you can be that guy that can allow her to experience more joy, more positivity, happiness, then she'll get with you. Another woman, maybe she wants more excitement. She wants like different experiences and traveling and this and that. So that woman, okay, that's what she's looking for, right? And that's why I say you want to go for the women that are right for you, right? So that's why beauty shouldn't just be your only standard. You have to know exactly what kind of woman you're looking for. You have to know the woman that has the characteristics that will allow you to vibe with her, right? Allow your energies to flow, complement each other, right? And that's why you need to get clear on the kind of women you want. You have to look and say, okay, yes, obviously you want her to be physically attractive, but what else? What else does she need to have in order to qualify to be your woman? You have to start seeing yourself as a king. Imagine you are a king and you're going out and you're trying to find your queen. She has to fit the requirements. She has to qualify. She can't just be beautiful and that's it. Because she can be beautiful, but her personality can literally be like the kind of personality that would cause conflict with yours, And so you want a woman that her personality complements yours. That when you guys get together, you're able to create better together. You're able to evolve better together. Like, things get better when you align. That's the kind of woman you want. Not the woman that's going to give you a headache, give you a ton of problems, be a distraction, or you know what I mean, or cause negativity in your life. You want the woman that's going to be positive. So it's just having that understanding. So let's talk about the money part. How do you make more money, right, as a man, and how does that relate to attracting women? Well, I said women are attracted to strong character, powerful character. Guess what money is attracted to? Money is attracted to strong character, powerful character. A man that has a purpose, that sets goals, and he moves towards those goals, and he's focused and locked in and disciplined. That's literally how you make more money. It's by developing these qualities that make you a strong character. Imagine, think about, okay, the amount of money you want to make. Now think about the kind of man that makes that kind of money. You see what I'm saying? When you think about that man, are you taking those actions that man would take? Are you behaving how that man would behave? Are you thinking how that man would think? Do you have the beliefs that man would believe? If not, you have to start designing yourself as that character. You have to start becoming that being. Your results in life are a reflection of who you are. Who you are in the inside. So it's the internal work is how you create what you want in the external world. It's like you have to understand that everything starts in the metaphysical world. Everything starts as an idea, as a thought. It's instant. You can visualize literally whatever woman you want. You can visualize her right now and she will appear in your mind. But it's how can you get her out of your mind and into the real world, like manifest her into the external world. And you do that through becoming the character or the kind of man that attracts that kind of woman. You want to make more money? You make more money by becoming the kind of man that attracts the amount of money that you want to make. Right? So maybe, you're making some money, you have a job or whatever. Maybe you need to become a kind of man that starts a business. A kind of man that has a side business. Or maybe you become the kind of man that gets a promotion. What does that man look like? What is the kind of value he brings to the workplace? You start getting, logical about shit and start thinking about shit and like, okay, if I want this result, what kind of man do I have to be to get that result? You cannot stay the same and get a different result. It's not going to happen. Like, I actually try to do that. It does not work. Like any new creation or new manifestation that I was able to achieve, I had to become a better version of myself, period. And once you understand this, you stop listening to the bullshit. Oh, how to get money in 5 seconds, how to get a girlfriend in 2 seconds, or whatever the stupid headlines that they have out there. It's like, no. If you are in a certain condition and you want a new condition, it's going to take effort. It's going to take strength. It's going to take power. It's going to take courage, because you're going to have to become a new version of yourself, a better version of yourself, a more powerful, more successful version of yourself. This whole idea of becoming grounded in your masculinity, you have to understand it's how much tension can you deal with in your life? How good are you at overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges? Like, how good are you? The better you get at handling life, the better your condition in life becomes. Think about that. Doesn't that make perfect sense? If you want a different result, you have to be better at life. And how do you become better at life? You become better. You start becoming sharper. You start becoming stronger. You start becoming smarter. You start setting up more boundaries, having a stricter code that you follow, having values and knowing what those values are, having beliefs and knowing what those beliefs are, investing in yourself. If you don't have certain knowledge or certain support that you need, go and whatever money you need to pay to get that, go and get it. Like, I've invested, when I started my first business, which I used to build websites and sales funnels for people. Well, this wasn't my first business. My first business was affiliate marketing. But after affiliate marketing, when I wanted to take my business to the next level, I paid $5,000 for mentorship from someone who had achieved the result that I wanted to achieve. Somebody who was in a position that I wanted to be in. You know, I paid that man $5,000. And that was one of the best investments I ever made. It was scary. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, shit, man, am I really about to spend $5,000 for some coaching? Shit. But I thought about it. Isn't it worth spending $5,000 to get the result that I want in 3 months instead of 3 years? 3 years and probably end up. Here's another thing people don't understand. They say, oh, you know, don't want to spend that much on this, don't want to spend that much on a coach or whatever. Do you understand that money that you put into a coach or invest into or whatever you're investing in, that money's going to get spent anyway. And it's probably going to get spent on some bullshit. So you're better off spending that money on something that you know exactly what you're spending it on. You're spending it on a coach who's going to help you to get a specific result. That's a smart investment, as opposed to you trying to figure this shit out on your own and spending years buying this and buying the cheap thing and buying the cheap ebook or whatever and this and that and this and that and doing all these things and still not achieving the result. It's better for you to just go straight, go open the door and go through the door, as opposed to banging your head on the wall every day. The choice is yours. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you always need to invest $5,000 like that. You know, I did that and I'm glad I did it, but you don't always have to do that, right? You assess your situation. Like when I did it, it was necessary because I remember I invested in that coach and then I doubled and then tripled my income in my business within 30 days. That would not have happened on my own. On my own, I would have been trying to figure shit out, searching this online and then to trial and error and then bang my head on this wall, then bang my head on that wall. Trip over myself, trip over a banana skin. So it's just understanding, okay, there's a certain beingness, there's a certain actions I need to take, there's a certain way of behaving, a certain way of thinking. And in order to get that result I want, I have to transform into this better version of myself. And women start responding to you better when you do this. They're responding to your energy. There's a certain energy. There's a certain frequency, a vibration that you have to ascend to in order to attract what you want. It's at a higher frequency. Think of it that way. The women you want, if you're not getting them right now, it's because those women, you can get them. You can get them. Trust me, you can get them. But you have to raise your frequency of energy. They're at a certain energy level. And when you communicate to them, the energy is not hitting them. They're not getting it. But when you raise your vibration, then you start speaking to those same women, they start getting it. They start chasing you. And that's what you want. You like understand that is why I'm telling you to evolve as a man, because you want to get to a level where the women are chasing you. That's the proper frame. You are a king. See yourself as a king. A king does not chase women. The women are grateful and honored to be with a king. But they will only respond to you in that way when you start carrying yourself that way. Start carrying yourself like that. Start saying that as an affirmation. I am a king. I am a sexy beast. A sexy beast king. I am the sexy beast king. What does that even look like? But I bet the sexy beast king, would get some women. I guarantee it. As opposed to like I'm just a guy, just a cool guy. Imagine the guy that's just like, yeah, I'm just a cool guy, versus the guy I'm a sexy beast king. But he's not a cornball, right? Because he could be corny and say that. But just a guy who's just grounded and confident and doesn't give a fuck. So he can walk around and say, yeah, I'm a sexy beast king. What's up? What's up? Who wants to challenge me? That kind of energy is attractive, bro. It's not just to women, but like If you see another man and he's carrying himself like a king, carrying himself like a sexy motherfucker, like he's carrying himself like he doesn't, like, you know, like somebody of authority, somebody with some kind of power. Like, you're like, yo, that dude's cool, man. Why is he so cool? What do he got? Carry yourself like a billionaire. If you want to make, this is another thing I do. Whatever I want to create, I shoot higher for it. I shoot higher than the goal, right? So for example, if I want a girlfriend, then I will set a goal that I'm aiming for 3 girlfriends. Because now it's like, okay, if you aim for 3 girlfriends and you come up short, you'll more than likely get at least 1 girlfriend, right? That's actually what I do. When I set goals, I think of the goal. Like, let's say let's say I want to make $1 million. I'm not gonna set the goal of $1 million. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set a goal for $10 million. Oh shit, heart start beating more. But that's what you need. It's energy. That result, it's the same thing with the women. I said they're at a higher frequency. You got to raise your frequency to get them. It's the same thing with money. If you want a certain amount of money, you have to raise your frequency. Money is energy. Money is energy. The amount of money you have, you make more money by raising your energy, raising your vibration, raising your frequency, becoming more powerful in your communication and your beingness, becoming more powerful in your ability to influence others. And this is through consistent action. This is through taking the right behavior, the necessary behaviors to develop yourself into this powerful character. As I said, women are attracted to powerful characters, men who have strong character, men who cannot be controlled, men who have a purpose, and the woman is not their purpose. My purpose is not to get women. I get women because I'm a healthy man. I'm a healthy man that likes women around, that likes female, feminine energy, right? I like submissive energy. I love having women around who act like women and allow me to be the man, right? I don't like women who are like trying to be dominant and trying to control the relation. No. Because that causes, you see, that's the stupid part about it. It's like, why would you get a woman like that if you know that shit doesn't even work? Because if you have a woman that's like controlling and dominant shit like that, and you're playing up being submissive and being weak, you're not even gonna feel good in that relationship anyway. So why would you even want a relationship like that? You want your women, to be feminine and allow you to be masculine, right? And you will feel like a man. You will feel strong. You will feel powerful. And you will be relating to your woman properly, and she will see you as a king. She will call you a king. She will tell you you're sexy. She will call you a sexy beast. When you act like a sexy beast, when you act like a king, you want people to respect you, then you walk like a man who should be respected. You want women to be turned on by you, you walk like a sexy beast, so women can be turned on by your sexiness. You want to make more money? You carry yourself like $1 million. You carry yourself like a king, like an emperor. Think about this, man. Think about this. Your character. Work on your character. Become a stronger character. I'm telling you. These women will come your way. All right? Peace.